All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I think we're about ready to get started. My name is Rachel Garrett from both the REL Midwest and REL Southwest teams. I want to thank everyone so much for joining us for this webinar on strategies for success, supporting English learner student achievement. So as we get started, just some really quick housekeeping about the webinar platform itself. As Cora was saying a moment ago, and if you can't hear this, hopefully you're seeing the slide. To join the audio, just navigate on over to the toolbar and click on Join Audio. If you're having any issues with audio, there are two ways to join, both through your phone and the computer audio. So you can try one or the other if it helps. Also, I see lots of people have gone to the toolbar and found the chat box, which is great. Thank you so much for the messages that have been sent so far. If you haven't done so already, feel free to send a note and introduce yourself. Also, feel free to use this throughout the webinar to ask questions for the presenters. Even if we don't get to them right away, we do have time during this webinar at the end to make sure that we get to everybody's questions. Also, feel free to use the chat to let us know if you're having any technical issues, and someone from the team will help you to troubleshoot. Finally, we also do have closed captioning available. So again, if you look in the toolbar, if you'd like to use the closed captioning, go ahead and click on the box where it says closed caption. So again, about our presenters today, my name is Rachel Garrett. I'm joined today by my terrific colleague, Liz Davis from REL Midwest. And we are joined by representatives from two districts that we're fortunate to partner with in different ways. So Jose Gonzalez is the Executive Director of the Multilingual Multicultural Education Department at the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. We're also joined by Nubia Tarazona, Executive Director of Bilingual Education, Translation, Interpretation, and Community Outreach at Las Cruces Public Schools in New Mexico. And also Jeanne Kilgore, who's the coordinator for English learner programs at Las Cruces. Thank you so much to our presenters for being here today. So a quick agenda. We're going to start off with a welcome and an overview of the work of the Regional Educational Laboratories. Then we're going to jump into the findings from a study that came out recently from REL Midwest. After that, we're going to turn to our practitioners to hear first about Cleveland and the ways in which Cleveland is supporting success for English learner students in their district. And after that, we will turn to Las Cruces to hear about the good work that they're doing with English learner students. And then finally, we will have a panel discussion where we really want to open it up to really sort of our whole group here. We'd love to have questions, share as much as we can, and learn from each other. So again, welcome to everybody. So in terms of a quick introduction to the Regional Educational Laboratories, Midwest and Southwest, what we do in the RELs is they're all assigned to work with specific geographic regions. And the regions are really sort of defined based on states. And you can see here the states specifically that REL Midwest works with and that REL Southwest works with. And the RELs both work with state education agencies, school districts, and other educational organizations within their partner states. The work of the RELs really sort of falls into three main buckets. One is applied research studies, another is technical support, and third is engagement activities, just like this webinar that we are on today, with the idea that we really want to help our partners use data and research with the goal of helping to improve outcomes for students. The way that we do this work is really through collaborative research partnerships. And those partnerships can take shape in different ways. We're always trying to focus on the priorities and interests of stakeholders in our states. And we do this through research alliances as well as emergent partnerships. And our purpose behind this work is really focused on knowing the needs and the practical problems of our stakeholders And beyond that, also to advance fundamental understanding of how to meet education challenges that can be relevant for stakeholders everywhere. Again, with the idea that we want to do our best to try to improve student and teacher outcomes through research. So this here basically gives examples of different types of support that REL Midwest and REL Southwest offer. And again, I just want to call your attention to the first bullet, applied research studies, as we are going to be going over the findings from an applied research study that REL Midwest conducted in partnership with Cleveland. And so on that note, I will turn to Liz Davis to discuss that project.